Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us today for the virtual open house for Western Academy Charter School. My name is Jessica Manriquez, and I am the principal here at Western Academy. Western Academy is a not-for-profit charter school. We first opened doors in September of 2003, and we've been at the same location ever since. Western Academy is considered an A-rated charter school since 2006. We also have the designation of a high-performing charter school because we have earned A grades for at least 2 consecutive years and never a grade below a B. Western Academy is also a 5-star school. 5-star schools are recognized for exemplary community service. That means that we have partnerships with local businesses, a high level of family involvement and volunteerism, student community service, as well as a school advisory council. We are also a Green School of Excellence because of our commitment and dedication to green programs and initiatives at our school. We serve students in kindergarten through 8th grade here in Royal Palm Beach, Wellington, Loxahatchee, and other local Western communities. Based on our school grade, which is given to us on the end of the year assessments and how our students perform, we are considered a Florida Department of Education School of Excellence. What that means is that the scores that our students have earned are in the top 20% of all schools within the state of Florida. That makes us the #1 charter school in Palm Beach County, as well as the #1 kindergarten through 8th grade school in the county. As you can see on this slide, which shows our scores from the FSA in 2019, Western Academy, their averages have beaten the county and the state in every grade and every subject. From 3rd through 8th grade ELA, our students that are proficient of level 3 or higher have outperformed both the county and the state averages, as well as in math and the EOCs for Algebra 1 and Geometry, which are high school courses, the Civics EOC, which is given to our students in 7th grade, and then the Science test for students in 5th and 8th. At Western Academy, we want you to discover the difference. Because we are a very small school with a total enrollment of just around 500 students, we are able to give personalized attention to every single one of our students in kindergarten through 8th grade. We do follow the Florida standards as well as the next generation standards for science. All of our curriculum in all subject areas are state adopted and aligned with the district curriculum. All of our teachers are also highly qualified and certified in the subject areas that they teach. Western Academy offers enrichment programs to our students each day, in addition to their content academic classes. We also offer before and after school care for families that may need to drop their students off earlier than our 8 o'clock start time or needs that extended day until 6 o'clock. Western Academy has extracurricular sports programs and clubs such as our chorus, show choir, National Junior Honor Society, and engineering club. We truly are a very small campus with an enrollment of about 500 students, so you get a very hometown feel here at Western Academy. We get to know all of the students within the whole school. And we are a free public school. There is no tuition for your child to attend Western Academy. Charter schools are held accountable for 3 areas. The first being academic performance. So we are required to have the same end of the year state assessments to test our students and to see how they are progressing each year. We do the FSA tests and the diagnostics aligned with the district calendar. We are also held responsible for our financial accountability. And then we are also run by our own independent board of directors. At Western Academy, we have a school day that starts at 8 a.m. every morning for all of our students. Students in our elementary program, kindergarten through 5th grade, will dismiss at 2:30, and students in our middle school program, 6th through 8th, dismiss at 2:45. Each day, we offer a free hot breakfast to all students. This starts at 7:30 in the morning, and all students are welcome to be dropped off and have a hot meal each day before school. At 7:45, the students head to their classrooms to take care of their morning bell work and drop off all their materials and supplies to get ready for the day. Our school starts at 8 a.m. promptly. Students that enter school after 8 o'clock will be marked tardy, so we do make sure that all of our students should be at school and in their seats promptly by 8 a.m. Our school calendar follows the same adopted calendar from the Palm Beach County School District. So all school days for students for next year are the same as the district schools. Next year, our first day of school will begin on Tuesday, August 10th, 2021. As I mentioned previously, we do offer a before school care program. So any student arriving on campus prior to 7:30 should be enrolled in this program. We start drop-off for before school at 6:45, and it is a $3 an hour charge for that hour from 6:45 to 7:45. All students that are enrolled in before care will also be able to have that free hot breakfast each day. Our before school program will begin on the first day of school if needed. After school runs from dismissal time of 2:30 to 4 o'clock for students enrolled in the part-time aftercare. We also have a full-time aftercare that goes till 6. There is a $25 annual registration fee for any family that needs aftercare services for their families. The charge would be $2.50 an hour for the first child, and then $2 per hour for each additional children within the same family. Aftercare program also begins on our first day of school, August 10th. In aftercare, the students will receive a snack every day, and then there's a variety of different activities that happen on a rotational schedule. There's time for the students to do their homework. They have arts and crafts. They may go outside to play at the park, and then they also have special events and movie days. At Western Academy, all of our students are required to wear uniforms. You do not have to purchase the uniforms directly from our school. However, they must abide by the following requirements. For school bottoms and pants, students may either wear full pants or shorts, or the girls can have skirts and jumpers. Of course, any shorts or skirts must be no shorter than 2 inches above the knee. And there's a variety of colors for students to choose from. School uniform bottoms should be the solid khaki colored, black, or navy blue. At no point should any of the shorts or pants have the cargo or carpenter pockets down the side. For tops, students should wear a polo shirt, a solid color that is either white, navy blue, light blue, or the dark forest green. There should not be any large words or logos on those shirts, as they should be the solid color that you can purchase at any of the local department stores. On some Fridays, students are allowed to wear their green school spirit shirt with their uniform bottoms, or they may choose to pay $1 to have a Friday dress down. Dress down days allow students to wear jeans and t-shirts. However, there's never any leggings or skinny jeans allowed, and no ripped or torn clothing. Each day, breakfast is provided for free for all students. This year, there is a grant from the Palm Beach County School District, so all lunches for our students are also provided for free. However, in years past, the cost for elementary school lunches was $2.05 a day or $2.30 a day for middle school students. At this time, we are not sure if the grant for the free lunch will continue through the next school year. Each day, students can also purchase a la carte items, and every day in kindergarten through 5th grade, we ask that the students bring in a nutritious snack to eat throughout the day in their classrooms. Requirements for our new students entering kindergarten next year: they must be 5 years old, either on or before September 1st, which means your child needed to be born on or before September 1st, 2016. We also require all of our new students in kindergarten to provide a copy of their physical and shot record to the school. If we do not have this information prior to the first day of school, your child will not be allowed to start school on August 10th until all information has been received. In our elementary school, we have a very special program that we use. It involves team teaching, where there are 3 teachers that form a cluster team. There's also 3 grade levels involved in this team. For instance, in our primary classes, we will have a teacher that has the kindergarten as their homeroom, and this teacher teaches writing and science to a kindergarten, 1st, and 2nd grade class. In that team, there's another teacher that is our 1st grade homeroom teacher, and she'll teach reading to the kindergarten, 1st, and 2nd grade class in that team. And then the 3rd teacher is the 2nd grade homeroom and teaches math to that kindergarten, 1st, and 2nd grade team. The students in these cluster teams will loop with those same teachers for 3 years. So they will have the same teacher for reading, math, and writing science for kindergarten, 1st, and 2nd grade. This allows for the teachers to really get to know the strengths and needs of each student. And it also allows the students to really get to know the other students within their classes and their teachers. Every day in our elementary program, the students will have 3 academic blocks of 90 minutes. They will go to the reading room for their 90-minute class, then to the math room, and then lastly to the writing and science room. Within each 90-minute block, the teacher will teach a whole group lesson, and then the students will break out into individual activities called learning stations. In each class, we have several different types of stations. The technology station, which involves computer-based work, and there's also hands-on stations where the students are working on individual activities or group projects and academic games. And then there's also some textbook stations where students are working with paper pencil, practicing the skills that they have learned. Each day, in addition to their 90-minute academic classes, students will attend an elementary enrichment class or a specials class. Our students in elementary school will have a specials class each day for 3 weeks. This allows them to really get into the art projects or to learn the songs and dances in music class or in physical education to really learn the skills and the rules for the game that they're being taught by coach. Next year's enrollment is based on a lottery, and the following requirements are that if you are a sibling of a currently enrolled student, your child will get a priority within that lottery. Also, if you are a staff member, your child in the lottery will have a preference, as well as if they are a child of a board director or an active military parent. To apply for the Western Academy Elementary program, you must reside in one of the following zip codes: either Royal Palm Beach, Wellington, Loxahatchee, Acreage, or other areas in the Western Lake Worth. Our school does not provide busing transportation, so all drop-off is parent drop-off. We do have an electronic lottery, which means that it is completely random. This lottery will place students into any available open seat. So for instance, we have 2 kindergarten classes with an enrollment of 18 students each. So that would be 36 spots available for kindergarten next year. Based on however many students apply for kindergarten, the lottery will randomly place the top 36 students into those open seats. After that, any other names are placed on the wait list. So the wait list numbers are assigned, and then once an open seat becomes available, the first person on that wait list will jump into that open seat. Western Academy is a full inclusion program. We do have some students here that have specialized programs, IEPs and 504s. We do not discriminate based on disability. However, we are not a full service ESC site. All the students must be able to receive support facilitation services in the gen ed classroom. We are not a behavioral site school. We do not have a guidance counselor on campus, so we expect all of our students to follow our school code of conduct. Some other support services that we can provide are speech, language, and occupational therapy. We do ask that if any student is accepted within our lottery and your child has a specialized plan, to please provide us with a copy so that we can have a meeting to best determine whether or not our school can meet your child's needs. We usually have this in the summer prior to school starting so that we can make sure that this is the appropriate setting and that we are able to provide all the support services on your child's plan. Anyone applying for kindergarten or any grade K through 5 must submit an online application through our application system on our website. The last day to create your online application is March 26th. So please make sure that if you have not already done so, to go to our website, click on the admissions tab, and create your parent account for your online application. Each child in your family that is new to Western Academy must have their own application. We will run our lottery on April 5th. Once that is done, the system will automatically generate acceptance emails or let parents know that their child has been placed on the waiting list. Each parent will have about 2 weeks to either accept the seat or decline the seat. Once that happens, if a seat is declined, the system will automatically go to the first person on the waiting list for that grade and then generate a new email to let that parent know that they've now been offered a seat for next year. So in the first round of acceptance emails, they will be sent out April 5th, and the deadline for parents to accept those seats will be April 30th. We highly recommend to parents that whatever email you use to create your online application is one that you check frequently. We want to make sure that you don't miss that acceptance email and then that deadline. So please be sure to check often in April that email that you used for that online application. Okay, so we did cover quite a bit of information now about kindergarten and our elementary program. At this time, if anyone has any questions, they may type them in that chat box and we'll spend a few minutes on questions and then we'll move into our virtual tour. As always, if you think of any questions after this presentation, feel free to contact the school office and talk to our front office staff. You may also email Western Academy Charter School at wacs@westernacademycharter.com. Okay, so our first question is about aftercare, and we want to know if homework help is provided. So yes, during the aftercare time, there is homework help provided by the aftercare counselors that are assigned to each group. Drama and theater. At this time, our music teacher does have a chorus and a show choir that they have practices and performances after school and for special occasions. We do not have a drama club at this time. Okay, our next question says, once the child is accepted, do they have to do the lottery each year? That is a very good question. No, once your child has been accepted to Western Academy, they do not have to complete the lottery each year. They will be given a registration form at the end of the year for you to fill out, saying that you would have your child return for the following year. The only time you would have to fill out an application is if your child is in our 5th grade class and they want to apply for our STEAM Academy for middle school starting in 6th grade. Retired veteran priority. No, I'm sorry. Only active military parents will have that priority. Another parent wants to know how many seats are available in 1st through 5th grade. Well, that usually varies from year to year. It is all based off of our current enrollment in those grades for this year and how many of those students and families return the following year. So right now we are in the process of collecting back those registrations for next year and figuring out exactly how many open seats we will have left. So we don't have that information just yet. The daily breakfast menu. Okay, so each day we do post the daily breakfast menu. That there's usually a hot choice and then a cold choice for students. We post that on our online calendar, which you can access on our website. The same goes for our lunch menu. The hot and cold selections for each day will also be posted on our online calendar on our website, westernacademycharter.com. Can you repeat the club activity options? Is there a school play? Okay, so the clubs after school, we do have the chorus as well as the show choir. We have intramural sports for our middle school students. There is an engineering club for students that are interested in engineering. And then we also have National Junior Honor Society. We have someone asking about transportation. No, Western Academy does not have busing or bus transportation. Right now, it is all parent drop-off and parent pickup. And we do have several students that will ride their bikes or walk to school if they live in the close local communities. Gifted. We do have a very high academic program, which allows for the students to be enriched within the regular classroom. As I mentioned, we have team teachers that teach 3 different grade levels of the same content. So our teachers are pretty much experts in their content area. So students that are advanced in reading or math do get that enrichment. We don't have a gifted program. However, we do have several gifted students here at our school that are on consult. When the lottery sends that email, will you get a non-acceptance email? Everyone that fills out that online application by that deadline is entered into the lottery. And then once the lottery system generates the initial emails, you will either receive an email saying that you have received a seat and you're put into that open seat, or you will get an email saying that you've been placed on the wait list. We have someone asking about if they're moving into the area, what address should they put onto their application? Okay, so if you do not currently reside in one of those zip codes that was mentioned, but you are moving into our area, you are welcome to apply for next year and put the address that you will be moving to on your application. Someone's asked online programming like homeschooling. Currently this year, we do have students that are enrolled in distance learning. It is not, however, homeschooling. The students would normally be on campus, live instruction with their teachers. However, they have opted to be in that innovative learning modality of distance learning from home. They are still being taught the same standards as the students that are live on campus with the teachers, with the same curriculum. So it is not going to be like homeschooling. Yes, with siblings placed in the same cluster, yes. If we have siblings coming into our school, or if we have a child in our school that has a new younger child sibling entering kindergarten, we will put that sibling in the same cluster as our current student. That makes it easy for our parents because they're dealing with the same team of teachers. So yes, the siblings will automatically be placed in the same cluster. Is there preference given to gifted students? No, there is no preference given to gifted students. The lottery will just randomly accept students based on different, those priority registration lists that we talked about. There is no preference given to any gifted students. We do have gifted students here as well as ESE students. So we have the full gamut. The cost of the aftercare program. So the cost of the aftercare program does vary month to month. It is, a charge for the first child and then $2 additional for each other child in that family. And it depends on the number of school days we have each month. As you know, we start in August. It's not a full month of school days. However, September is a longer month of student days. So it will vary based on how many student attendance days there are in each month. Okay, for kindergarten, someone is asking about the number of students that are in that kindergarten class. Yes, we cap the kindergarten at 18 students per kindergarten. However, in addition to the certified teacher in that kindergarten class, we also have another adult in the room at all times with our kindergarten classes. A teacher assistant will be with those kindergarten students. So it is a ratio of 2 teachers to 18 students. We have another question about, we have two students applying. If one gets in, is there a guarantee that the other child will get in as well? So not necessarily, because the open seats in each grade level varies. If one child in the family does get in, it will give priority to the sibling. However, it doesn't guarantee that they get a seat. So it all depends on what grade levels the students are applying for and if there are any open seats in that grade level. Okay, someone is asking about our COVID measures. Yes, this year we did have to put in a lot of different procedures and protocols in place to keep all of our students and staff safe here at Western Academy. In each morning, we do take temperatures of all staff upon arrival. We also take the temperatures of every single student when they arrive on campus. And then we also take temperatures of students at various times throughout the day, about lunchtime, and then again after school for any students staying for the extended day in our after school program. We also require everyone, staff and students, to wear a facial covering at all times when they are on campus grounds. It is a cloth face covering, and we also allow students and staff, if they would like to wear the plastic protective shields as well on top of that. The only time that students or staff are allowed to remove those facial coverings are if the staff is sitting in a classroom by themselves, much as I am, then no, they do not need to have that facial covering if they're sitting in their classroom or office with the door shut and no one else is there. However, at all times while there's classes in school going on, the students must wear those facial coverings. When they are in the cafeteria for breakfast or lunch, once they are sitting down, they may remove their face covering so that they may eat. And then immediately, once they're done eating, they must put that facial covering back on. We've also installed several hand sanitizer stations throughout all the hallways in our buildings, as well as having hand sanitizer available for students within the classrooms. We have extra custodial staff this year to provide extra cleaning and sanitizing throughout the day while students are here. They will be sanitizing all high-touched surfaces throughout the buildings, the doorknobs, the handles, the lunchrooms, the cafeteria, the bathrooms, multiple times throughout the day. In addition, all teachers are provided with special sanitizing products that they use to clean the tables and desks in the classrooms after students leave. Wait list for aftercare. Is there a wait list for aftercare? Well, that depends on how many students enroll in aftercare each year. We do have, a full-time aftercare director as well as several aftercare counselors. So based on the numbers for how many families would actually need that aftercare service, once we fill up based on the counselors that we have, then yes, anyone that signs up afterwards would be put on that wait list. Let's see, there's a question about the clusters. Are children selected in clusters or individually? I believe if that has something to do with the online lottery, then no, they are selected individually. Someone's asking about our clinic. Okay, so yes, we do have a clinic here on our campus. We do not have a full-time nurse on staff. So our front office staff, as well as all of our teachers and staff, are trained on CPR and first aid, how to use AED machines, how to use EpiPens, and our front office staff, has had some extra training on how to deal with some of the issues that come up to our front office clinic. If there's anything that requires more than basic first aid, we are calling the parents, we're calling, emergency services to have those children go home to get what they need. We do not have a full-time nurse here on staff. Someone asked about registering for aftercare. Yes, there is a $25 fee to register for aftercare, which covers the entire family, no matter how many children are within the family. So yes, you are more than welcome to register for the aftercare services, but then the sign up is monthly. So you can register and sign up for aftercare for 1 month, and then maybe the next month you don't need it, and then the following month you do. So yes, you can pay month to month. Okay, we have a question about how students choose which option that they want for instruction. So as you know, this is a very unique year where we do have students on campus. However, families can also choose the innovative learning option, which is distance learning from home. So as it is now, in the beginning of the year, families had to choose that for the 9 weeks for each quarter. However, now since the winter break, since February, we do have the option for parents that they can switch if they were in distance learning from home and want their child to return back to campus. All they need to do is to contact administration, and we'll be able to make that happen, usually within a week's notice, and vice versa. If we do have students attending school on campus, and their parents want them to switch back to distance learning, they would just need to contact administration to let us know, and then they would be enrolled again in distance learning from home. Yes, we do provide regular updates to parents on COVID-19. If there are any reports from the DOH where there was a student or a staff member, an individual related to Western Academy that has tested positive, then yes, we do provide an email directly to the class that positive individual is in. The individual's identity is anonymous. However, we do notify that class that there was someone in that class that tested positive, so that parents can keep an eye on their children for signs and symptoms. And then we also send out a general email to the entire school, K through 8, and all staff members, just that there was an individual on our campus, and we let them know the last date that they were on campus. Okay, security protocols. Yes, we are required to follow the same security protocols as the Palm Beach County District Schools. So we do have a full-time security officer here at school every day that students are on campus. He is here from 7:30 to 3 o'clock throughout the school day, each day. He is, monitoring and patrolling the grounds as well as inside of the building, outside of the building, and is part of our threat assessment team. No, we do not have band at this time. We only have the chorus and the show choir, which is more singing and a little bit of choreography. And then we also do have the sports clubs, the intramural sports. Question about aftercare and the space for aftercare. Will we know over the summer? Yes, as we are planning for next year, we typically have the students this year let us know if they need aftercare for next year. So based on how many students would be returning for each year needing that aftercare program, then we would know how much space is left. But I highly recommend that if anyone is accepted or given a seat and they're accepting that spot and they're in need of aftercare, to put in that registration and to get on that wait list, because once we fill up all the open seats, we will start a wait list. And then as space becomes available, either through students dropping out of the aftercare program, or if we open up and hire another counselor to have another group, we will move off of that wait list in the order that people enrolled. So if you are in need of aftercare, please be sure to put in that registration. Okay. Well, parents, I do thank you very much for joining us today for our online virtual open house for our elementary program here at Western Academy. If you have any more questions that were not addressed, please feel free to either contact the front office, or we're going to be putting a link in the chat, in the comments, that you will be able to click on and then submit your questions. Especially if you have any questions specific to your child, not a general question, but it's something specific to your child, we will have someone from administration reach out to answer those questions. So again, I want to thank you for joining us this Saturday morning. And if you would like to hold on and watch the next few minutes, about 8 minutes, we do have a video to share with you that shows a little bit about what our campus looks like in our classrooms. So Ms. Miller is going to go ahead and put together our video tour right now. Thank you. Hello, I'm Jessica Manriquez, principal of Western Academy. I'd like to welcome you to the virtual tour of our A-rated, highly performing charter school. Western Academy is a not-for-profit charter school located in Royal Palm Beach, Florida. We serve 500 students in kindergarten through 8th grade from the surrounding communities of Royal Palm Beach, Wellington, Loxahatchee, Western Lake Worth, and Lantana. Western Academy is committed to providing a quality, high-level academic program for all of our students. Many of our 8th grade graduates go on to the District High School Choice and Magnet programs. Our students consistently outperform both the district and the state averages on the end-of-year state assessments. Because of this, Western Academy has a long history of being A-rated and has been recognized by the Department of Education as a Florida School of Excellence. Our school ranking is in the top 20% of all public schools within the state of Florida. Western Academy is recognized as a Green School of Excellence and is also a recipient of the 5-Star Award, which is a distinction given to schools with a high level of community involvement. At Western Academy, it is our mission to equip all children with the skills necessary for success on both an educational and social level. We believe in addressing the whole child through a multi-sensory approach to learning. We know that children learn best when information is presented in a variety of modalities: visual, auditory, and kinesthetic. That is why our K-5 model of instruction is so effective, as it includes all of these learning styles, as well as many other best practices in education. Our K-5 program uses a triangulated team teaching and learning station model. 3 cross-grade classrooms form a cluster, K through 2 for primary and 3rd through 5th for intermediate. Each teacher in the cluster teaches one of the core subject areas: reading, writing, and science, social studies, and mathematics for all 3 grade levels. Students will rotate through the 3 cluster classrooms for instruction in each basic subject every day. Our classrooms are lively, active places for learning. Teachers incorporate computers and hands-on activities into daily classroom instruction. Each classroom is set up with multiple areas or stations for student learning, and the activities at each station tap into the different learning styles. Students will often be seen working on individual or small group projects, designing and constructing models, playing academic games, and collaborating with peers. Each content class period is 90 minutes, and after a brief whole group lesson, students work at the stations to practice and apply the lesson content. The teacher assigns students to their beginning stations, but they move independently at their own pace as they finish the assigned task. Our K-5 classrooms contain skill-based and exploratory learning stations for in-depth practice in each subject area. Students have multiple opportunities to learn particular skills or concepts using the technology and hands-on activities along with textbook work. Something unique about our elementary school program is that it allows students to stay in a cluster with the same team of teachers for 3 years. This is called looping. Research has shown that classroom looping is a highly effective practice in education because it allows individuals within the class to develop strong relationships with one another and with the school, both student with teacher and student with other students. Looping allows teachers to understand their students' learning styles and their unique personalities, which in turn helps them in meeting individual student needs. Students will develop lasting friendships with classmates as they move up through the grades with the same core group of peers. Classroom looping also helps foster strong connections between home and school, as teachers get to know students and their families very well over the course of 3 years together. Here at Western Academy, we strongly believe that we are partners with parents in their child's education. We believe that through working together, we can help children develop not only academically, but also socially, as they learn important character traits of trustworthiness, respect, responsibility, fairness, caring, and citizenship. We use the Character Counts program and school-wide positive behavior support to teach and promote habits of good character. Each month, we focus on a different character trait and recognize students for these positive behaviors that align with our school-wide guidelines for success. Our mascot is the Mighty Stallion, and we love to see our stallion students stomp. We teach our students how to be safe here at school, at home, in their community, and online. We teach our students what it means to be trustworthy and take ownership of their words and actions. We also teach students how to be motivated by setting achievable goals and the power of positivity. Here we are at our primary building for students in kindergarten, first and second grade. When students are promoted to third grade, they join a new team of teachers for the intermediate grades and will loop with this new set of teachers for 3 years, third, fourth, and fifth. Again, the students will have 3 90-minute classes each day, one for reading, one for math, and one for science, with a combination of whole group, small group, and individualized learning activities each day. All of our elementary students have PE, music, art, or computer class each day as part of their fine arts wheel. These classes will cycle on a 3-week rotation throughout the course of the year, so students spend a significant amount of time in each of these specials classes. When students enter 6th grade, they have the choice of being in our regular middle school program or applying for Advanced STEAM Academy. Students in middle school will have 6 class periods each day, 4 content classes, math, science, social studies, and language arts, and then 2 electives or specials. The middle school specials also include PE, art, music, and computers, as well as other courses in zoology, botany, psychology, financial literacy, and world art. Digital literacy and technology are integrated throughout all content courses. Students in need of extra help in math or reading have the opportunity to receive supplemental and intensive instruction and remediation each day through intensive math and intensive reading classes. Students within our STEAM Academy choose to be part of either the IT or the engineering and robotics tracks. Here in our middle school STEAM computer lab, students learn the Microsoft Suite products, including Word, PowerPoint, and Excel, and they also learn about the gaming and coding mechanics, as well as 3D design. Here in our STEAM engineering and robotics classroom, students learn the principles of engineering design and have opportunities to apply their academic skills to solve real-world problems through inquiry and experiential project-based learning. As part of our STEAM Academy, we also offer advanced level coursework for all grades in math, science, social studies, and language arts. Students also have the opportunity to take higher level math courses, such as Algebra 1 Honors and Geometry Honors for high school credits. Our Western Academy students, families, and staff participate in many school and community events each year.